Hey, heathens, let's talk about miracles. About a week ago, I was scanning through a couple of news sites and saw this thing, Miracle Baby. And I'm like, oh boy. There was another one. Man changes his ways after miraculous event. Both of these stories came from these tornadoes that happened recently. And, it messed up a lot of places. Destroyed some homes and a few other things and killed some people. But it was a miracle that this one guy lived. This guy, who his mother says that this is proof that God had a higher calling for him, and that it was a sign that he survived. Meanwhile, his next door neighbor died, and the church that was right down the street was leveled. The nice old lady that lived next door died, and the church destroyed. It's a miracle he survived. Not that, God was a jackass and destroyed our church. No, it's a miracle that he survived. Okay, maybe you're not convinced of that one. Maybe the guy did have a higher purpose, and maybe it was a miracle that he survived. Well, how about this one? The other one was a small baby, okay? I think 2 years old, that got slung 200 yards from its house and survived. Pretty miraculous, right? Wow, that's, proves that God was looking out for the baby, right? Why did God throw the baby 200 yards? Why did God leave the baby outside in the cold, which they had to treat to avoid hypothermia? Leaves the baby out there all scratched up and bloody and bruised up, threw the child 200 yards, but it's a miracle that the child survived. Never mind that its mother is dead. What does the, I take it, grandfather of the child have to say? We're just glad that God was watching out for this small baby. If he was doing a very good job watching out for the baby, he wouldn't have slung him 200 yards. Maybe the miracle wasn't that the baby survived. Maybe the miracle was that the mother died. Maybe that was the miracle. You ever thought about that? Maybe it wasn't that bad and they both should have lived. Maybe they both should have only been slung a couple hundred yards and had scratches and she should have lived. Maybe the miracle was that she died. You ever thought about that? Why are miracles always good? Think about it. Nasty car crash. Highly unlikely that you would have survived, yet you do. It's a miracle. But those airbags that have been tested over and over and over again and that are scientifically proven to work, for some reason fails. It's a miracle that that airbag didn't deploy. No, we don't say that, do we? Because that goes up to coincidence. Oh, that's just freak accident. You ever heard that phrase before? It's a freak accident when something unusual happens that's bad. But it's a miracle and God did it when it's good. Sound a little biased to you? Don't take my word for it. Think for yourself.